5 people have been killed by bandits in Nigeria's northwest state of Zamfara in less than 1 month.
That's according to Governor Abdulaziz Yari. More than 20 people were killed and many others injured when gunmen attacked 3 communities.
Now, the incident occurred in Zurmi local government area. However, the police say only 9 people were killed, including 2 policemen. A similar attack occurred in some communities in Shinkafi local government area last week, Friday, and about 40 people were abducted in Maru local government area on same day.
On November 7, another attack by gunmen in the state resulted in the death of at least 40 people as gunmen suspected to be cattle rustlers entered a mining site in Geda Ado village in the Bindi district of Maru local government area. The police and the counter-terrorism unit have been deployed to the area to restore law and order.
Joining us from Abuja is a special advisor to the governor of Zamfara State on Public Enlightenment, Media and Communication, Ibrahim Dosara. Ibrahim, welcome to TVC Breakfast.
Good morning, Nigerians, and good morning, my fellow brothers.
Good morning. Now, can you give us a perspective? The killings in Zamfara State has been occurring and it seems not to be going away. From your perspective, what is really going on there? They often say that they are unknown people. Sometimes they call them armed men and so on. But who are they?
Well, let me start by saying security or insecurity is an issue not only in Zamfara State, but the whole world. It is a global issue of concern in America, in the Middle East, in the Europe, in Africa, and almost everywhere today, security problem is an issue. Zamfara issue is seen as a kind of conflict that emanated originally from the farmers' cattle clashes, but of recent time, the issue became of grave concern. It is taking a very serious dimension in which it has transcended the issue of farmers-Fulani clash. It is a kind of criminality that is being perpetrated against the people of Zamfara State by some organized criminals, by certain individuals. It could be just out of sheer greed by the criminals to gang themselves up and start operating within the state. Well, research is being made about who are these people and what is the motive behind their operation in Zamfara State. But actually, it is an issue of grave concern to all, and it is an issue that the government of Zamfara State has been working on to ensure that it is curtailed and leave the people to have peace and harmony.
All right, it's not enough to tell us that the government is working. Perhaps we want to see more of action, and you perhaps tell us the nitty-gritty of what the government is doing, apart from setting up a committee to look into this matter.
Yes, right from the beginning or the inception of the administration of Governor Abdulaziz Yari Abubakar of Zamfara State, he has been very much serious on this issue of cattle wrestling. He has been cooperating very seriously with the security agencies. There is no request the security agencies forwarded to the governor which he refused to approve and grant to them. In fact, nothing less out of all their requests he denied. He always approved whatever they requested, and he has been given a lot of logistic supports to the security agencies. He has been providing a lot of their needs. For instance, over 380 operation vehicles were provided for the security agencies to curtail this problem, and almost 300 million naira was being spent right from the beginning of the administration on security issues monthly to ensure that these criminals are out of Zamfara state. Also, roads have been constructed across the rural areas. In fact, over 1,000 kilometers of roads have been constructed across Zamfara state to facilitate security movement and accessibility throughout the state, so that these criminals could be hunted and handled. Then
all right, Ibrahim.
The governor also has been cooperating or coordinating with the security agencies, both at the federal level and the state level, and also has been working hand in hand with the federal government to ensure that more security actions are taken to curtail this cattle rustling activity in Zamfara state.
All right, Ibrahim.
So,
Ibrahim, let me ask you this.
He has been doing very well.
All right.
Ibrahim, let me ask you this. Lots of people have been killed, and sometimes when these gunmen get into a village and they kill without being provoked, has there been any issue of people being displaced from where they originally live to other areas?
Pardon?
I'm asking whether this has led to any displacement of people from where they originally lived to either a camp or other villages.
Yes, as you know, in every situation of this nature, people will be psychologically traumatized, and they leave their places of residence in search of safety and care. We have a lot of people that are displaced from their communities following these attacks, and that is what led to the setting of crisis management committee by the governor to go around the affected areas to see people and assess the situation and help those that are in need of help, and those that are displaced to have a kind of IDP for them. Also to set up lectures, to lecture classes for the people so that they will be psychologically calmed down before they are taken back to their respective communities. Really, quite a number of people have been displaced, and the committee is working out in search of these people, putting them back to the internally displaced centers which are being set up by the committee to take care of these people. And those in need of accommodation or those in need of medication are being taken to hospitals, given medicine and treating them.
Okay, Ibrahim, let's talk about prosecution now. I know the reports we got from newspapers and some media reports says in Anka local government area, some particular communities, they actually will even get an information to tell them that we are coming to rob you in 3 days' time, pay so amount so you are not robbed. And there was in that same particular local government that, like you rightly mentioned, it started with cattle rustling. That one of the leader, the gang leader, is one of the cattle rustler in that particular community. So that shows that there's some kind of identification. I want to know if there's been any prosecution, any arrest and prosecution. It's not enough to have the committee and of course work with the police. Have they been able to nab anybody? It's been 5 years now.
You see, like I told you, this is an organized crime which is likely being sponsored, and one cannot overrule the possibility of political undertone in it. You will be wondering, how are they getting their weapons? You can also wonder when you are told that these people are receiving their weapons through helicopters, dropping the guns, the machine guns and other weapons in the forest through. So you can understand how organized the crime has been. And the government has been trying to fish out these people, but all efforts are still on ground, and we are looking into the possibility of knowing where the problem started so that we'll be able to get these people. But security men are trying their best in making some arrests, and some questions are being asked on those that have been arrested, leading to some vital information to the security agencies so that they dig out where this problem is being committed.
All right, Ibrahim, from what you have said generally, what's the response from the federal government concerning what's going on in Zamfara state so far?
Well, the federal government has been responding very positively right from the beginning, especially of this regime under President Muhammad Buhari. He has been up and doing. He has been sending a lot of troops. He has been assisting in ensuring that there is coordinated operations among the security agencies so that these people could be arrested and the problem brought to an end. In the past, the state government has not been getting the cooperation and support of the federal government, especially the immediate past administration. I can cite an example to you that since the cattle wrestling problem started in Zamfara state, there was no federal government delegation that was sent to condole the people or to ask or support the people. And also, there has never been time where the federal government under that administration showed concern on what is happening in Zamfara state. But thank God, this time around, President Muhammadu Buhari was there himself physically to launch an operation in the forest, and that has brought relief only for some time that the troops were withdrawn from the area, and which is a possibility of the armed bandit to resurface in that forest. But I can assure you that the federal government has been together with the government of Zamfara state in tackling this problem in Zamfara state.
All right, so Operation Scorpion Sting is no longer available in Zamfara. So is that what you're saying? The troops, they've been withdrawn? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, at a time when the problem was seen to be less, the troops were withdrawn. But now that the people resurfaced, the criminals, then the federal government also returned the troops, and as I'm talking to you now, quite a number of military officers are in the forest, both in the air and on ground, and they are searching for these people. They're searching for their hideouts. They are also making some arrests. They are making some positive progress as far as this criminality is concerned. And very soon, Zamfara people, especially the affected areas, will begin to have their peace at their doorsteps.
All right, your governor, as the principal of the state, is the chief security officer of the state. And that behoves on him not to wait for the federal government before something is done about the banditry going on in Zamfara state. Now, tell us about the vigilante group or what the local people are doing to salvage the situation. We'll take a break now. When we return, you give us your answer. Ibrahim, please, just stay with us.